This is your everyday English class.
Hello! Welcome back to English Cactus. My name is Anna.
And I'm Brian. This podcast helps you practice English in a simple, natural, and enjoyable way.
Before we begin, we want to challenge you. Stay with us for the next 20 minutes, all the way to the end of the episode.
Because if you can give yourself these 20 minutes right now, you will finish today with a clear, practical plan to improve your English every single day.
Most learners study only when they feel motivated, but if you stay until the end of this episode, you'll understand how a consistent 20-minute routine can change your English completely.
Just 20 minutes, not a complicated plan, a real routine that fits into real life.
Before we start, tell us in the comments where you're watching from. We love seeing learners from so many different countries studying together.
And make sure to subscribe to the channel. It's free, it supports our work, and it helps you stay consistent with your English learning.
Today's topic is extremely practical: how to build a 20-minute English routine that actually works.
You'll hear a real conversation between two English learners and discover how small habits can create big progress.
So take this time for yourself. Stay with us until the end.
Let's begin.
This place is always so peaceful, perfect for studying. I really needed this break and some good coffee.
Same here. And actually, I'm glad we came, because I've been thinking about something. You know how everyone says you need a daily routine to learn English?
Yeah, I hear that all the time. But honestly, routines always sound complicated. People say things like, study 1 hour every day, or follow this long schedule, and it feels impossible.
Exactly. But recently, I started trying something simpler, a 20-minute routine. And I swear, it actually works.
Really? Just 20 minutes?
Yes, not 20 minutes of suffering. I mean 20 minutes that actually feel doable and useful. And it made a difference. That's why I wanted to tell you. And maybe get your ideas too.
Well, that's perfect timing. I've been wanting a routine, but something realistic, not something that dies after 3 days.
I know exactly what you mean. In the past, every routine I created was super strict. Read 30 pages, write an essay, watch a full documentary. It looked beautiful on paper, but impossible in real life.
I used to do that too. I would make these perfect plans, and after 2 days, I would fail and feel horrible.
And then the feeling comes. See, I can't be consistent. I'm not disciplined.
Yes, it's like an emotional trap. But maybe the problem wasn't discipline. Maybe the problem was the routine itself.
Exactly. We weren't failing. The plan was failing.
So tell me, what changed with the 20-minute version?
One thing. I made it simple enough to actually do every day and flexible enough so I couldn't fail.
That sounds promising. What does it look like?
Okay, so my routine has 3 parts. 1. Input, something I listen to or read. 2. Output, something I produce. 3. Review, something I check or repeat. And each part gets just a few minutes.
That's it? That actually sounds easy.
That's the secret. It has to be easy. If it's too hard, we don't do it again tomorrow.
True. Do you do the same activity every day?
No, I change it, but I stay inside those 3 categories. For example, yesterday my input was listening to a short podcast episode. My output was writing 5 sentences about my day, and the review was checking vocabulary from earlier in the week.
That's beautiful, realistic, and flexible. But I have a question. What if you're tired or stressed or not motivated?
Honestly, I still do it, but I make it extremely small, like super small.
Give me an example.
If I'm exhausted, my input might be listening to English for 2 minutes while I brush my teeth. My output might be saying 1 sentence out loud, and review might be reading a list of words once.
That's so smart. So even on bad days, the habit doesn't break.
Exactly. That's the magic. Consistency, not perfection.
I love that. I think one of my biggest problems is that I study a lot one day, then nothing the next day. So I never build a real habit.
Same here. But when the routine became small, the habit became strong.
So simple. Why do we make everything so complicated?
Because we want fast results. But English doesn't grow from intensity. It grows from repetition, daily contact.
That makes sense. I always notice huge improvement when I have 1 or 2 weeks of small daily practice.
Yes, that's the hidden truth. 20 minutes every day beats 2 hours once a week. Always.
Absolutely. But I want to tell you something. I used to feel guilty when I only studied for a short time. I felt like it wasn't enough.
Oh, me too. But think about it. If you practice for 20 minutes every day, that's 140 minutes a week. More than 2 hours, without stress.
When you say it like that, it actually sounds powerful.
Exactly. A little every day becomes a lot.
So, about these 3 parts, input, output, and review, how do you choose what to do?
I pick based on mood. If I want something relaxing, I choose listening. If I want something active, I choose speaking. If I want something calm, I choose review.
So it's not rigid.
Not at all. It's more like, which activity feels easiest to do right now?
That sounds so friendly. And you said output means producing something, right? Like speaking or writing?
Yes, speaking, writing, recording yourself, sending a message to someone, anything where you're creating English.
That part scares me a little. I think my problem with routines is that output feels like pressure.
I get it, but output can be very light. For example, sometimes my output is just recording a 20-second voice message to myself.
A voice message to yourself?
Yes, like, today was a busy day. I studied English in the morning. I'm tired, but happy. Super simple.
That actually feels doable. And you don't feel embarrassed?
Not at all. Nobody listens to it. It's just practice.
Maybe I could try that. It feels safe.
You totally should. And here's the funny part. After a few weeks, when you listen again, you hear your improvement.
That must be an amazing feeling. I rarely notice my progress unless someone else tells me.
Same. But when I listen to old recordings, I hear differences in vocabulary, confidence, pronunciation. It proves to me I'm moving forward.
I like that. It gives you evidence. Sometimes our brain lies to us.
You're not improving.
Exactly. The routine becomes proof.
So your 3 parts help your skills grow from every angle. Input to learn, output to use, and review to remember.
Exactly. Like a triangle that holds everything together.
With a small routine, there's no guilt, just small wins. And small wins snowball into big progress.
I love that idea. That's so true. Do you know what my teacher once told me?
What?
What? She said, if you study English for 20 minutes, your day was a success.
That's brilliant, because success feels achievable. And when success feels achievable, we keep going.
Yes, and 20 minutes is short enough to fit anywhere. Morning, lunch break, night, whenever.
Exactly. It removes the excuse of, I don't have time.
True. Everyone has 20 minutes somewhere in the day,
Even on bad days.
especially on bad days.
And what I noticed is that small routines reduce anxiety. You stop thinking, I need to study a lot, and you start thinking, I only need to study a little, but every day.
That lowers the pressure. And when the pressure is low, the brain learns faster.
Yes, when you're relaxed, you absorb more.
Learning becomes enjoyable again. That's exactly what I want, to enjoy English again. Sometimes I forget that I actually like the language.
Same. When learning becomes heavy, the joy disappears. A light routine brings the joy back.
So, can we make my routine right now?
Of course. Let's build your personal 20-minute routine. First question, are you a morning, afternoon, or night person?
Definitely. Morning. My brain works better before noon.
Perfect. Then your routine should be early, before interruptions steal your energy.
Agreed. If I wait until the evening, it will never happen.
Great. So for you, mornings. Next question, what kind of input do you like most? Listening, reading, watching, podcasts, articles, videos.
Listening, for sure. Podcasts relax me. Reading is okay, but listening is easier.
Perfect. Then your input section can be something like, listen to 5 to 10 minutes of English audio.
That sounds perfect and doable.
Exactly. Now for output. Do you prefer speaking or writing?
Writing is easier for me, but speaking is what I need more.
Then we balance both. Some days writing, some speaking. For example, Monday, write 3 to 5 sentences. Tuesday, speak for 1 minute. Wednesday, write. Thursday, speak. Friday, choose one.
Wow, it feels so light when you break it down like that.
Because it is light. Output doesn't need to be a big activity. Sometimes I literally just describe what I see. This cafe is peaceful. I'm studying English. The coffee smells great.
That's actually genius. It's useful and simple.
Exactly. Output is not a test. It's practice.
You know, Daniel, something inside me changed during this conversation.
What do you mean?
I realized I don't need to fight with English anymore. I just need to live with it in small daily moments.
That's beautifully said. English becomes part of your day, not an enemy on your schedule.
Exactly. And a 20-minute routine makes English feel like a friend, not a boss.
And friends help you grow.
You're right. So let's think about some variations for days when I want something different.
Sure. For example, your input could be a short YouTube video, a podcast episode, a page of a book, a message from an English friend, an English song with lyrics.
I love the idea of songs. Maybe I can learn one verse each week.
Perfect. Music is emotional. It sticks.
And for output, besides speaking and writing,
You could also comment on a video in English, write a short review of something you watched, practice shadowing, send a voice message to someone, describe your morning routine out loud.
shadowing is interesting. I've tried it before, but only for a few minutes.
That's enough. Shadowing for just 2 minutes a day can change your pronunciation.
2 minutes? I never realized how small it could be. Wow. It all feels so simple now.
That's how you know it will work.
And I won't stop now.
That's the spirit.
The conversation between Maya and Daniel is full of practical English and real-life learning strategies. Today, we're going to break down the most important phrases they used so you can understand both the language and the mindset behind them.
Yes, this dialogue is extremely useful because it mixes daily English with phrases that express feelings, progress, frustration, motivation, and personal growth. Real language for real learners.
Real language for real learners. 1. I need something realistic, not something that dies after 3 days. This phrase is very relatable. Many learners start a routine full of enthusiasm, but the routine is too big, so it collapses quickly.
And the sentence structure, not something that, is extremely useful. You can use it like this. I want a routine, but not something that makes me stressed. I need a book, but not something too advanced.
It's a great pattern for expressing preferences.
2. The plan wasn't failing, I was failing the plan.
This is a powerful shift in perspective. Daniel uses it to show that the problem wasn't him, but the unrealistic routine he created.
And this phrasing is common in English when we want to express a change in how we view a situation.
You can adapt it. It wasn't my English failing, my strategy was failing.
I wasn't the problem, the method was the problem.
3. I made it simple enough to actually do every day.
This phrase is practical and motivating.
Simple enough to is a great structure.
Yes, you can say, small enough to finish, clear enough to follow, short enough to repeat.
It's common when describing routines, tasks, or habits. 4. If it's too hard, we don't do it again tomorrow.
This is an honest truth about learning. The phrase, we don't do it again tomorrow, expresses the idea that difficulty kills consistency.
And it uses if plus present, present, a classic first conditional pattern. You can generalize it. If it's stressful, I avoid it. If it's confusing, I give up. 5. Consistency, not perfection. This is a beautiful, concise message. The structure X, not Y, is very common in motivational English.
Right, it emphasizes the priority. Other versions, progress, not pressure, practice, not perfection, daily habits, not long sessions.
6. 20 minutes every day beats 2 hours once a week.
The verb beats here means is better than. It's a very natural conversational way to compare two things.
And the sentence is extremely good for talking about habits.
You can say, reading a little every day beats reading a lot once a month.
It's clear, simple, and memorable. Now, let's take a look at some key vocabulary from Daniel and Maya's conversation. These words and expressions are essential when talking about routines, consistency, habits, and learning English effectively.
Yes, and most of them are simple but powerful. You can use these words in many different learning situations.
1. Routine.
A routine is a set of actions you do regularly. In this context, it means your daily English practice.
Examples. I need a routine that I can follow every day. My routine helps me stay consistent. A simple routine works best.
2. Consistency.
Consistency means doing something again and again over time. Even if it's small, it has power. Examples: consistency is more important than perfection. With consistency, you improve faster.
3. Input.
Input means receiving English, listening or reading. Examples: my input today was a short podcast. Input can be watching, reading, or listening.
4. Output.
Output is the opposite. It's producing English, speaking or writing. Examples: my output today was writing 5 sentences. Speaking for 1 minute counts as output. 5. Review. Review means going back to something you have already learned, such as vocabulary or grammar. Examples: I review 5 words per day. Review makes learning stronger.
6. Flexible.
When a routine is flexible, it can change depending on your energy, mood, or day. Examples: I need a flexible routine. Make your plan flexible so you don't quit. 7. Overwhelm or overwhelming.
Overwhelm means feeling mentally overloaded, too much pressure.
Examples: a big routine can feel overwhelming. When I started, everything was overwhelming.
8. Burnout.
Burnout is when you feel exhausted because you studied too much or too intensely. Examples: I quit my routine because of burnout. Short sessions prevent burnout. Now let's talk about the cultural side of learning English, because Daniel and Maya's conversation shows something very important. Learning a language is not just grammar and vocabulary, it's emotional and cultural too.
Yes, and students often forget that. They think English is only about rules or memorizing words, but culture, expectations, fear, confidence, and habits all play a huge role.
One important cultural tip is this: in many English-speaking countries, making mistakes is not considered embarrassing. It's seen as a natural part of learning.
Yes, people usually respect someone who tries. They won't judge your accent or grammar as much as you think. The fear comes more from ourselves than from others.
And that's why phrases like "I froze" or "I was embarrassed" are so relatable. They show universal human feelings, not just language problems.
2. Consistency is valued more than perfection.
This is a big cultural idea. In many English-speaking communities, people admire consistency, small efforts every day.
Yes, you don't need to study for hours. 10 minutes a day is culturally seen as discipline and commitment. Students who study a little every day usually learn faster than students who study a lot once a week.
This is why Daniel says progress becomes automatic. In these cultures, the process is more important than the speed.
3. Self-criticism is common, but not helpful.
Many learners from different cultures are taught to focus on mistakes. They think, "I'm not good enough," or "my English is terrible."
But in English-speaking culture, especially in classrooms, teachers encourage positivity. They say things like, "Good try," "Keep going," or "You're improving."
The culture promotes confidence building, not perfectionism. That's why Daniel and Maya encourage each other. It reflects the supportive environment of many English classes.
5. Sharing your learning struggles is culturally acceptable.
In some cultures, talking about difficulties is seen as weakness. But in English learning communities, sharing your struggles is a strength.
Yes, saying, "I used to panic," or "I made an embarrassing mistake," creates connection and empathy. People respect vulnerability.
And it helps you realize you're not alone.
5. Thinking in English is a milestone and a cultural achievement.
Many learners feel proud the first time they think or dream in English. And culturally, this is seen as a big step toward fluency.
Because it means you're beginning to absorb the language, not just study it. It shows that your brain is adapting in a natural way.
And teachers see this as a sign of deep learning. Now that we've seen the key phrases, vocabulary, and cultural tips, it's time to give you some simple sentence models you can use to talk about your own English learning journey.
Yes, and the idea is not to memorize everything. These models help you create your own sentences based on your experiences, your pace, and your progress.
1. Talking about your progress. Here are some simple sentence patterns to describe how far you've come. I used to, but now I can understand more than before. I didn't notice my progress at first, but now I do. I'm improving slowly, but consistently.
These patterns work for everyone. For example, I used to be afraid to speak, but now I participate more. 2. Talking about your difficulties.
Everyone has challenges in the beginning.
Here's how to express them. I still struggle with. Sometimes I feel nervous when. I make mistakes, but I keep going. I freeze when I have to speak without preparation.
And remember, these are completely normal feelings. 3. Asking for support or clarification.
These phrases help you when you're confused. Could you repeat that, please? Can you explain that in a different way? I didn't catch that. I'm still learning, so please speak slowly.
These phrases show confidence, not weakness.
4. Celebrating small wins. Small victories matter. These models help you express them. Today, I managed to. I understood that without translating. I'm proud because I did that for the first time. I can feel the improvement. These help your mindset stay positive. 5. Encouraging yourself. Motivation is essential. Try using these patterns. I don't need to be perfect, I just need to try. I'll keep practicing even when it's difficult. One small step every day is enough. I'm improving more than I think.
Your brain believes what you repeat.
And that's the end of today's episode. We hope Daniel and Maya's conversation helped you see your own progress more clearly.
Remember, improvement doesn't always feel big. Sometimes it's quiet, slow, and invisible, but it's happening. Every time you practice, you grow a little more.
Tell us in the comments how your English has improved recently, even in small ways. We love reading your stories.
And make sure to subscribe. It's free, it supports our work, and it helps you stay consistent with your English learning.
Keep going. Don't stop now.
You're improving more than you realize. See you in the next episode.